will take a moment to appreciate my t-shirt. Look! I went to go see Hugh Jackman, the man, the music, the concert, whatever the hell it was called. It was brilliant. I love it. So now you're going to be seeing this particular t-shirt in many videos from now on. I'm sorry if you're not a Hugh Jackman fan, but I love him. This week we're talking about back fat. You know the fat I'm talking about, right? The bit where you like wear a bra and it's like all the fat from your body seems to get sucked up under your armpits. We're looking about what we can do to lose that. I'm going to kick everything off though with this little message. Come closer. Girls, you're meant to have some body fat on you. If you have a little bit of excess body fat on your body, this is completely normal. It's also completely healthy. And at no point should you be trying to get so lean that you have literally no excess body fat on your body anywhere. As women, we're meant to have a slightly higher percentage of body fat on our bodies because we like to do that great job of making babies. So you are completely normal, you're in no way freakish, and at no way should you be trying to lose absolutely everything. Today we're talking about having a little bit of excess back fat that we would like to get rid of. And I hate to say it to you, but I've lied. The video title that you clicked on was in fact clickbait because you cannot spot reduce fat. Spot reduction is not a thing. So you hear it all the time, I just want some exercises to make my back look a bit smaller or slim down my arms, or I want exercises that are just going to slim up my tummy. Losing weight and losing excess body fat comes entirely down to your diet. So we're talking about getting in the kitchen, cooking foods from whole single ingredients, steering away from having excess processed foods, eating a wealth of colour, making sure your protein is up, making sure you're eating good complex carbs and healthy fats, and also making sure that you have a good idea of where you are calorically and then eating slightly underneath your daily caloric needs. This is the way that you're going to lose weight and excess body fat. You cannot do it from exercise alone. In fact, the most important thing is your nutrition, not your exercise. There's also something else that's going to break your heart a little bit. Fat does not turn to muscle. I can't believe it's a thing nowadays that people still think that if you exercise, your body fat will turn to muscle. Body fat and lean muscle tissue are two entirely different things. Okay, but it's not all bad news because you can get into the gym and you can change your body shape by lifting weights and trying to grow some lean muscle tissue. That is going to do nothing but wonders for your overall physique and create altogether a better body composition. So today we are going to go into a workout that's specifically looking to shape your back. Now the beautiful thing about training your back, especially your lats, which are your muscles at the side, your back muscles which are at the side. In fact, I'm just going to put a little picture, nope, there. These are your lats. By training these and encouraging them to grow a little bit wider, what that will do is create an illusion of having a nice tapered in waist, which is a godsend for those of us who have a little bit more of an athletic figure or like kind of a boxy or apple shape. By growing those lats just a little bit, then it will give you an illusion of having a smaller waist. So before I take you into the gym, I'm going to share with you two of my hacks to create the illusion of having a smoother, fat-free or lesser fatty lobster back. I call it a lobster back. Number one, for ladies who train, you want to avoid this. These are not good if you're carrying any excess body fat on you because your fat will just squidge through. These are really great if you are particularly toned and lean, but anything else, you're just gonna squash through it. You don't want that. I think of packed meat when I wear it. So what you want to do is get yourself a more substantial sports bra with a larger back and none of those extra sexy kind of Instagrammy crisscrossy backs because it doesn't look good on anything apart from a 12-year-old girl. Is when you're going bra shopping, you want to make sure that you get a bra that does not look like this. Excuse my scraggy old bra. This is like a thin two-prong bra, which is not great because what it does is it cuts in and then of course you get the spill over at the side. What you want to make sure that you're doing is getting yourself a seamless bra with a wider or more like a 3 or 4 pronged back. So we're looking at something like this. I appreciate this one. It's a little bit extensive, it's my favourite bra, but because it covers much more of a surface area, it lays flatter and then you won't bulge out the side so much. But all those are just little quick fixes. What we're going to do today is we're actually going to get into the gym and we're going to go through a back workout. We're going to keep it really nice and simple. None of this sexy Instagram stuff where people are flipping doing like... Not going to do any of that. We're going to keep it really old school and it's all going to be focused on creating a little bit of width through the lats. If you haven't got a gym, I'm afraid you can't do this program, but if you like this style of video and you want to work out but you are stuck at home, possibly with a toddler like I get stuck at home with, then just give me a little comment below and I will put together a home workout to help create the same illusion of a nice, slim, sexy, toned back. I'm going to start waffling on now. Let's get in the gym.
Welcome to the voiceover. We are kicking off with doing banded wide pull-ups. Now these look a lot harder than they actually are. They're actually incredibly easy because the band is providing assistance to the lift. You want the band to be able to help assist you to get out a rep range between, let's say, 8 to 10 reps. This movement doesn't particularly translate over very well to working on pull-ups. I'm not doing it for this purpose. I am simply doing it to start firing up my lats. I'm actually doing this movement from a dead hang, which is pretty difficult. So what I'm first trying to do is retract my scapulars by drawing my shoulder blades back and down into my back pockets, keeping my head up, my sternum up, keeping my whole body as tight as possible. And it's like I'm trying to draw my elbows down. I'm also trying very hard to squeeze at the top of the movement. Now, if you don't have this set up in your gym, then what you can do is use the assisted pull-up machine. And it works very much in the same way as doing the banded pull-ups. Again, it's not a great movement to translate over to actual pull-ups, but it's great for stimulating your lats. We're then moving into a neutral grip, meaning that your palms are facing inward row. I'm using the low row machine in my gym, which is chest supported. You might have a hammer grip machine in your gym, or you could simply just use the seated row. In this whole workout, I'm actually only doing a couple of exercises where I am doing a more narrow grip with a neutral grip, and that's because it gets my biceps, but it doesn't create that nice width in the back that we're looking for. It will create thickness, but as I said, this program is all about trying to give the illusion of having a smaller waist, so we are sticking with the wider grips from here on out, and we will go straight into doing a wide grip straight arm pull down. This angle was not deliberate on my part. As you can see, I'm actually turning around to tell the cameraman off. You can use the rope to do this movement as well, but I'm choosing to use the lat pull down bar so I can take a slightly wider hand grip position. I'm starting with my arms out at shoulder height and I'm squeezing my lats by tucking my scapulars back and down. Notice that my elbows are actually slightly flared out, so your arms aren't dead straight in front of you. You're having a slight natural arc in your elbows. If you find yourself feeling quite sore the next day through your abs, that is going to be entirely down to this exercise and the banded pull-ups. And that's really what's beautiful about doing big, large compound movements. It's an all-over body workout, even though you might be looking at specifically doing it for a reason like growing your back or creating shape through your lats. I try and keep myself tight under my arms, like squeezing right up into my armpits, which is pretty much where the lats insert, the entire time. I never let my shoulders lift up. Oh, I lied when I said that was the only narrow grip that we did in this whole workout. I forgot, we did do some bent over rows and I chose to do a couple of sets with a narrow grip. You want to be leaning forward by hinging at the hips, and you'll know you're doing it right when you can feel that the back of your legs, or your hamstrings rather, are supporting you. And you simply want to just pull your elbows back with your shoulder blades back and down, draw up towards your tummy button. Now you can see here that I have knocked some weight off of the bar, and that's because I'm choosing to do a wider grip so it gets my lats a little bit more and also my rear delts, but because I'm working some smaller muscle groups I can't go quite as heavy. The same principles apply as doing with the other row variation. The only thing I'm doing is I've got my hands a little bit wider than shoulders width apart, and as I'm pulling up, I'm pulling it up in line with my chest, keeping my elbows out and wide. A big habit I see people do is actually putting yourself into a posterior tilt, which is basically where you're dropping your bottom underneath your tailbone. You don't want to do that. You want to really emphasize an anterior pelvic tilt and get your bum up nice and high. That will help keep your spine in a neutral position. We're finishing off with my all-time favorite back exercise, which is a single arm lat pull down, and we're doing it from a kneeling position so we can keep our bodies nice and fixed, and we're keeping the cable set at the highest point. You'll see from some of the reps I'm actually crunching and leaning into the side. It's normally because that's how I do my warm-ups, but I'm not really trying to do that at the moment today. I'm just trying to keep my shoulder blades back and down, keep my scapulars retracted, and I'm just trying to draw my elbow down to the side where my hip is. This is not an exercise to go heavy on. As I said, I'm doing this as a finisher today, so we're just burning out with some light reps, and we're going as many as we can, maintaining good form. Even in the return portion of the movement, I'm still trying to keep my shoulder blades down. I'm not letting my shoulder lift up out of its fixed position. So that takes us to the end of the workout. I hope you like it and I hope you try it. If you do, leave me a comment below and let me know how you found it. If you could do me a huge favour and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, help my channel to grow, and let me know what content you want to see. Until then, I'll see you next week. Have a great week, everyone.